Hey, good morning. It's George from Joint Effort Exercise. I am here with our second to last introduction to balance and strength training. As I keep saying, I hope you're enjoying the classes as much as I'm enjoying making them. Today, same rules apply. We're just going to need a sturdy chair or any type of surface that you can use for your more challenging balance exercises. You're going to need two weights. They could be dumbbells, they can be cans, they could be water bottles, whatever you have is fine. Some water to use in between or to drink in between the sets, and it's pretty much it. So without further ado, let's get going with our regular warm-up. So have that sturdy surface right next to you, and we're just going to do our modified jumping jacks. So same way that we've been doing them. You're going to be going into the center, out to the right, arms go up, out to the left, arms go up, so on and so forth. It's a great one for the hips, as I've been saying, and the shoulders, just getting everything kind of loose in the cardiovascular system, ready to work as well. All right, just like that, about 5 more seconds. And rest. All right, there we go. So next, we're just going to do our butt kicks. So you can keep your hand hovering over your sturdy surface, just like so. I think I might move up a little bit in the screen. I think that's even better. Just like that. And as usual, your own pace is what you should be going at. Don't need to go as fast as I am, but can go faster if you have the ability to. It's totally up to you. All right. So that was about 30 seconds there. Now we're just going to do our high knees. So hand hovering over the top and just bring those knees up to, or I should the leg, until your upper part of your leg is about parallel to the floor. Keep your core muscles nice and tight as you're doing this. Stand up as straight as you can with that good posture. About 5 more seconds here. Okay, and the last one that I'd like to do is just face your sturdy surface. Bend your knees just a little bit, arms across the chest, and go down and up, just like so. So just going to warm up those muscles in your lower back, your glutes, your core. And again, same thing, just getting the heart rate up a little bit. And that cardiovascular system ready to work. Okay, there is the bell. All right. So again, same thing. We're going to do a sort of static exercise, which means that you'll be standing relatively still, followed by an exercise that you're actually moving. So the first one is going to be a semi-tandem stance. So that stance where one foot is almost in front of the other, but not quite. So just like that, hand hovering over the top, and we're just going to go up and down for the first one, okay? Up and down for the first one. Then the second one, we're going to go side to side. And then that second exercise where we're moving is going to be that rock the boat, all right? So let's get the left foot out in front, right foot behind, hand hovering over. And I just want you to have your head going all the way up to the ceiling and then down to your toes, just like that. Keep your core muscles nice and tight. As you can see, I have my hand hovering over the chair that I'm using. I'm not using it, but it's there just in case I lose my balance, which I hopefully don't. All right, so that was the first one. Left foot was in front, and I was going up and down, so the next time we'll switch. This one, let's put our right foot in front, okay? So right foot's in front, and I want you to challenge yourself by bringing each foot off the ground, okay? So going forward, bringing your back leg off the ground, and going back and bringing your front foot off the ground, just like so. So just rocking that boat. Again, my hands are ready to grab onto that sturdy surface if I need to. Keep your core muscles nice and tight the whole time. It's going to help to stabilize you. And we're just back and forth. Very good. All right. So now back to that first movement. We're putting that right foot out in front. Again, that semi-tandem stance. So one foot is slightly in front of the other and off to the right. And this time we're looking side to side. Okay, go as far left and as far right as you can with this. And the same rules apply. Keep your core muscles nice and tight. Stand up nice and straight. And hand hovering right over the top of your chair or whatever surface you are using. All right. Back to that rock the boat. This time I'm having my left foot out in front of me. Same thing. Let's see how far my feet are apart. And remember, we're challenging ourselves to bring your feet off the floor each time. So get nice and close to your chair so you can grab it if need be. And again, just having your foot come off the floor each time. Both forward and back. Okay, looking good. All right, about 5 more seconds. And rest. Very good. All right, first sequence finished. So grab some water as I explain the next 2 exercises. So the first one, you're going to need some resistance. So I'm using my dumbbells here, but again, you can use whatever you have. You're going to stand 1 foot in front of the other. So literally heel touching toe. If you need to, you can separate them into a semi-tandem stance, but ideally have them 1 foot in front of the other. You're going to do the bicep curl up to your shoulders and then press above your head. Core muscles tight the whole time. So curl up to your shoulders and then press above your head. Okay, so left foot's going to be in front the first time. Second time, right foot's going to be in front. All right. The second exercise is that step to twist. You're going to step forward with your right foot, twist to your right, and come back. Step forward, twist to your right, back to the center, and then come back. All right. So let's grab our weights, and we're doing left foot in front, left heel touching right toes, curl, and press above your head, just like that. Keep your legs slightly bent as you do this. Stay nice and close to your sturdy surface in case you need it. And we're just curling to the shoulders and pressing above the head. Again, core nice and tight, stand up good and straight. And we're using the biceps, we're using the shoulders, we're using the triceps, we're using our core, we're helping with balance, we're getting a lot done, which is the premise behind the Joint Effort program, is trying to get the most that we can out of every minute we're in the gym, all right? Or every movement we do. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna step forward with our right foot, twist to the right, back to the center, and back. Okay, step forward, twist to the right, and come to the back to the center and back. So a little bit of a bend in that front and back leg as you're stepping out. So you'll be able to use those muscles to both start and stop the movement. So step forward with the right, twist to the right, back to the center, switch. And let's do one more. Step forward, right, back to the center, and back. Okay. Now we're going to put our right foot in front of the left, right smack in front of each other, just like so. Curl up, press above your head. Okay, let's shoot for 10 repetitions. I'm hoping we can get 10. 2, 3, looking good. If you don't have resistance at all, you can obviously just use your hands. You don't need it. It's really, yes, it is an exercise for the arms, but we are here to work on balance. So this is a good way to work on balance. Let's try for 2 more. We're running out of time. This is a kind of a longer movement. All right, that's good. That's good. Okay. So the next one, we are going to step out with our left foot, twist to the left. So for this, you can either move to the other side, but I'm just going to do it this way where I'm stepping forward and I still have my right hand kind of ready in case I lose my balance. So I'm still stepping with my left, twisting to my left. My right hand is staying, as you can see, next to my chair, just in case I need it to help me, which again, hopefully I don't. Have to be a good example for all of you, right? 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right. We are through sequence number 2. So grab some water and just pay attention as I explain the next 2 movements. So the first one, we're going to need our dumbbells again. And this one, you're going to stand in this position. So you're going to stick your rear end out, bend your knees a little bit, arms down to your sides. And I just want you to pull back. So this is a good exercise for your glutes, your muscles of your low back, your upper back, mid back, biceps. We're getting a lot done, as I say. All right. And the second movement is what's called a 3D lunge. So what that looks like is you're going to step forward, to the side, and then back. Okay, so this is not a clock tap. We'll do those a little bit later. Forward, to the side, and back. Okay, so let's grab onto our resistance. Feet about shoulder width apart. Face your surface that you're using for stability. And we're just pulling back and squeezing our shoulder blades together. So this is a great one for posture. This will help the muscles of your low back as well. So we get a lot of times we have our clients say that, when they're cooking or doing dishes or anything where they're standing up for long periods of time, their muscles of their low back just get tired and kind of achy. So this is an exercise that will help to strengthen that area as well as help with the muscular endurance, which is going to help alleviate that discomfort. All right, the next one is that 3D lunge. So with that right foot, I want you to step out to the front, a little bit of a bend, step to the right, a little bit of a bend, and step back, a little bit of a bend. Okay, so forward, to the right, and to the left, to the back, excuse me. Forward, to the right, a little bit of a bend, and in reverse. Last one. And finish, go in reverse. Okay, very good. Back to that first exercise. So feet about shoulder width apart, a little bit more actually if you can. Hang the arms down, keep your low back flat, and you're just pulling those shoulder blades together, just like so. And remember, you're squeezing your shoulder blades. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right, now we're going to do that 3D lunge the same way, but just with that left foot. So going to step out to the front with my left, out to the side, and then back. Okay. So front, a little bit of a bend in that front leg. Side, a little bit of a bend in that left leg, and then back. Just like that. About halfway through. Five seconds. All right, that is good. Okay, more than halfway through. I hope you're doing okay so far. So again, grab some water and I'll show you the next two movements. We've done both of these before. So the first one is a wall push-up. So you're going to have your hands about chest height and you're just going to push in and out like so. Inhaling as you go toward the wall, exhaling as you push away. And then the second one is that squat and calf raise, okay? If you want to, you can extend your arms up to make it a little bit more challenging, but if you just want to keep it as a squat and the calf raise, you can do that as well. All right, so we have about 15 seconds since that was a quick explanation since we've done both of these before. So let's find a spot where you're going to be able to do your wall push-up. You can also, if you're using a counter as your sturdy surface, you can push off a counter as well. That would be a little more challenging. All right, so hands about chest height, pushing in and inhaling as you go towards the wall, and then exhaling as you push out. just like that. Inhale down, exhale up, or out, I should say. And fully extend your arms each time. What that's going to do is you're going to work your triceps a little bit as well. So in the beginning phase, you're really working your chest and your shoulders. When you extend your arms, you're going to work the triceps, which are a very important muscle group to have good and strong. All right, feet about shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit more, arms across the chest or wherever you want them. And you're going to squat down and go up to your toes. A little bit of a squat, up onto the toes, a little bit of a pause. With this one, make sure you're leaning forward. As you can see what I'm doing, my nose is going over my toes, just kind of a easy and cheesy way to think about this. My hips go back first, my body, my torso goes out in front of me, and I'm squeezing my glutes to get back up. So yes, I'm using my quads and hamstrings, but really your glutes are an important muscle group to be activating frequently. All right, back to the wall push-up. So hands about a little wider than shoulder width apart, about chest height. Inhale towards the wall, exhale away from the wall. Inhale and exhale. Straighten those arms all the way out each time, really exaggerate it. Looking good. Okay. Excellent. All right, and then back to that squat to the calf raise. This time, if you can, I want you to try to extend your arms up above your head. I know I gave you the option earlier. Now I'm not only giving you an option, I'm challenging you to do it, okay? So squat down, up, and put your hands up. Squat down, up onto your calves, up onto your toes, I should say, working the calves, and then extend your hands up above you. If you need to keep your hand hovering over your chair or whatever you're using, by all means, do that. But really try to challenge yourself with this. We're nearing the end of our class, so hopefully that you have a little bit more confidence and capability to do these things, all right? So we have one more sequence left, so grab some water as I explain what we are going to do next. We've done both of these before. So the first one is our hip abduction. You're going to stand with your right leg still, and we're just going out to the side, just trying to do this without hanging on to anything. All right, so core muscles nice and tight, and really shift your hips out. This is very good to strengthen up the hips and also on both sides, and will help with balance as well. And then we're going to do clock taps. So you're going to use the opposite leg. So I'll tell you which leg to use when we are doing it, okay? So we're gonna keep our right leg still this time. Gonna have that left foot out in front just a little bit. That's going to help you not to hit every time. So leg out in front a little bit and go out to the side, all right? So remember, try to do this without hanging on. A little bit of a bend in that right knee. And that's as far as you need to go out. You don't need to go out any further than that. Core muscles nice and tight. I'm sure your right leg is getting a little bit tired, as mine is. We've done a fair amount of leg exercises today, so it should be a little bit tired. Make sure you get some protein after this. Nice breakfast or snack, whatever it is. All right, let's shake that right leg out a little bit now. Now I want you to keep your left leg still. You're going to keep a slight bend in that left leg. We're going to touch the 12, the 3, and then the 6 with our right foot. Remember, not holding on. Just have it hover over the top. If you need to keep one or your fingertips just barely touching that chair, that is fine, but do your best not to grab on, I should say. Okay, and remember, we're just tapping our toe like we're touching an egg and we don't want to break it. Not shifting our weight like we did earlier for that 3D lunge. Okay, very good. All right, shake that left leg out now. All right, so now we're going to use that left leg and we're going to go out with the right, okay? So a little bit of a bend in that left leg and we're going out to the side with our right, okay? Just like so. Remember, you don't have to go out too far with this. Keep your core muscles nice and tight like you have for all of the exercises today. You're going to hear me sing that in your sleep. 10 seconds left. I know that left leg is tired. We used it for 2 exercises in a row. But again, we've been doing this for some time now and should be able to tolerate it a little bit better. Okay. Last exercise. So we're going to keep our right leg nice and right leg still, slight bend. We're using that left leg to gently touch the 12, gently touch the 9, and then gently touch the 6. So a little bit of a tap. My hand is over here, just barely touching my chair. 12, 9, and 6. About 10 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Very good, very good. I will turn off my timer here. I hope you enjoyed that. That was a good workout today. So we're definitely going to stretch our legs. As I said, we worked the legs a lot today, more than normal. But since you've been doing this for a while now, you should be totally fine and able to tolerate that. I'm just going to shift this down a little bit so you can see me while I'm sitting. And we'll get into it. So we'll just do our regular stretches and then we'll be done. So let's get that right foot out in front. I'm going to get to the kind of edge of the chair. Keep that right leg slightly bent. And we're just leaning down towards our toes until you feel a good stretch in that hamstring. We always, I've said this before, but we want to get to a point where 6 out of 10, if you had to describe the discomfort. Okay, so it shouldn't be nothing at all, but it shouldn't be painful. Where I need to stop this right now, but like a 6 out of 10 is where you want to be with the static stretching for all of the muscle groups. Okay, so just like that, about 15 seconds. Now we're going to keep that leg totally straight. Point the toe up towards our chest. Lean forward, keeping our back straight. Lean forward slowly and slightly. And you'll feel a good stretch in your calves and kind of the the area right behind your knee. Mine are very, very tight. I went for a run yesterday, and even though I stretched afterwards, they're still pretty tight. So happy to be doing this morning. All right, and let's just switch to the other side. So same thing, keep that left leg slightly bent. Lean down so you feel that stretch in your hamstrings on the left this time. Hold it for about 15 seconds. All right, now straighten that leg completely. Lean down so you should feel a nice stretch in your left calf area. Just point that toe up towards your chest and you should feel a nice stretch in the calf. And again, that same area behind your knee as you did on the right side. Okay, very good. Let's cross the left over the right now. So taking my left arm, I should say, hugging it under my left knee. And lean forward slowly and slightly, keeping my low back flat. So I'm flexing at my hip rather than like my lumbar spine. So you should feel a good stretch in your left hip. Okay, and we will switch to the other side now. Same thing. Right hand hugging my right knee as I lean forward. Very good. Let's spread the feet apart. I'm going to put my forearms right inside of my knees, and I'm just leaning down. Same thing, low back flat. As I'm shifting forward, I can feel my adductors, the muscles in between, kind of the inside of my thighs, stretching out. Okay, come on up now. And I need to move this again. Okay. And last stretch is going to stand up nice and straight. Put our right foot in front, left foot behind. Keep that left leg pretty much straight. We are shifting our weight forward. So you're keeping your torso perpendicular to the floor. You have your back leg straight and leaning forward. Feel a nice stretch in the top of that left leg. All right, straighten that front leg out now. Do the same thing on the other side. So right leg's back behind me, keeping it pretty much straight. Left foot in front and left leg in front and slightly bent. And leaning forward, or shifting my weight forward, I should say. All right, I'll straighten up that front leg. Okay, so that was again, like I said, second to last class. I'm absolutely loving this. Hope you are too. If you are interested in continuing these classes going forward, if you could please just email me at george@jointeffortexercise.com. Let me know, and I will send you the details. I've come up with sort of a plan of how we're going to do this going forward, which is going to be great for people that can't make it into the center. But want to continue this type of training. Again, it will be progressive as we continue to grow. And I want to kind of keep the groups together. So if you have any interest in continuing after Thursday's class, just send me an email at george@jointeffortexercise.com. I'll send you all the details, and hopefully we can figure out something that works to help you to continue to improve your balance and strength. If you can't make it into one of our locations, which are in Brantford, Guilford, Old Saybrook, and Niantic, and hopefully, a lot further along the shoreline and even into the state in the near future. So I hope you enjoyed the class, and we'll talk to you soon. See you later.